Clouds and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we're carrying on with the Tavern and Inn build that I did in my previous video. I decided to do the interior as a separate video just because it was so long building the exterior with it being fairly large, and I still did more details off camera at the end of this build. You'll have seen that in the start video portion where I show everything off. That's all of the details in there, but during this part sometimes I can't add those bits in because I'm just searching through the catalogue for so long. So I'm currently working on the little house that is on the side of the inn. This is the owners of the inn, and it's a pretty small house. I didn't have a lot of room to work with, and 3 Sims are going to be living here. We've got an elderly couple and their son who is a bard. So I wanted 3 chairs really, but I could only fit 2, and I was like, they're just going to have to eat at different times. Or maybe the bard prefers to sit in the inn and eat his lunch. Who knows? We'll have to make up a story for that because I can only fit 2 chairs at the table. As well, you pretty much just walk directly into the living area, which I think can be quite common. Sometimes you have like a little hall, but because I just had so much room to work, so little room to work with, that you just literally walk into straight into the living area. I did end up flipping it around because the stairs were conflicting with the walkway section that I did that joins to the inn. So I do flip the whole room around so the stairs are on the other side. I have made everything in here off the grid as well. So the lights, the oven, the fridge that I'm using, they're all off the grid. And I'm going to set that as a challenge for this as an off the grid lot. A lot of the builds that I'll be doing for this fantasy style fantasy style save file will be off the grid. There'll be a few that aren't because there's certain items that I do want to use which are annoyingly have to be powered. Like I've shown you before, how I make my build sparkly using the ice skating rink, because that uses power consumption. I can't set those to be off the grid, sadly. Because this sort of build's more actually realistic, it's not fantasy, it's just medieval style, I can get away with not having the sparkles on this sort of lot, so that's why these ones don't have sparkles, they're not as magical. But we are going to have some more magical style builds, like elven castles and stuff along those lines. I'm loving all of your suggestions, by the way. If I'm not replying, it is just because I am noting them down, and I wish I could note people's usernames down, but a lot of people are suggesting the same thing. So I haven't noted the usernames down, but if I ever build something that you suggested, even if I took the suggestion from somebody else, feel free to comment below saying you suggested that, and I'll give it a little heart because I love doing that, because you guys give some great suggestions. So I did make this 3 stories. The last story is in the roof, but I've made it so it's quite playable by doing a separated roof on top, so there's nothing glitching in the way you can see here. I made sure this lot was playable. I have been doing that with my other lots. I'm not normally really conscious of this because I just build and don't play in these, but I was like, I know a lot of people might want to play in these, so I've made everything functional and sort of easy functional, so there's nothing floating in the way. So this is the 4th lot on this neighbourhood that I'm working on in Willow Creek. And there is 1 left, but I have actually started that because I did it on a live stream. Thanks to all that joined me on Saturday. It was really good fun. Honestly, I was so stressed out just because live streams are scary, and it was only my 2nd ever live stream, but I still had fun even though I was super nervous. And I will be doing more live streams. I'm normally going to be on a Saturday at 2 PM BST. So what I'm going to do is take the footage from that live stream and I am going to speed it up, and I've added extra details in off camera just because I find that easier doing it instead of in front of everybody is just scrolling through the catalogue, and I get really distracted by the chat because I really love talking to you. You are so lovely, like the majority of you. I don't think I've had a problem with anybody so far. I'm hoping I don't end up having a problem with anybody. You were all so nice, so thank you so much to everybody that joined. So on this level, so up from the living area, I did a separate toilet and bath area, and then across from this I've done the elderly couple's room. I will majority be using the same toilets, baths and sinks in most of these builds because I want them off the grid, and these sort of work well with off the grid and suit the style. And this is the top floor. I do end up rotating the bed the other way, but I think I did it off camera. and have it pushed up and some hid down the side so it doesn't look too weird. But I gave him his own ensuite so he doesn't have to use his parents. So because he is a young adult, I've set him to, and I've also leveled up his violin, piano and guitar playing skills because I have added a stage in the inn. So I've moved across to the inn. Like I said, I add more detail into everywhere, so even that little house I added more details off camera. And I'm making a little stage platform area here, and this is going to be for the bard, and he's going to have a piano, guitar and violin like I just said. I wasn't sure where to put the stage at first, and I thought here works best because you can sort of see it from everywhere. You can see it from the circle portion and across this portion of the room. I've done the bar down here, and then I've done like a secret seating area. It's not really secret, but I've put curtains going across and I put it on a platform. So it's sort of like a little area where you want to be a little bit more out of the way of the major part of the pub. And I do end up adding a kitchen in the bar area. I ended up putting a bar back in, but you don't see that. I do just put a kitchen in here, then I decided I wanted a bar back here. So I put a bar back in and I move everything forward so I can fit a kitchen in as well as the bar back. I went for a mixture of round tables and the longer tables because when I was looking online, a lot of them had a mixture of different furniture. And I do place them here at first, but I do change this because I was like, well, I need toilets in this bottom area. And I ended up just doing toilets where there's like, I think I did 3 stalls, and then the outside section is just mixed gender, it doesn't matter. And where I placed the toilets ended up working quite well because it meant I could add stairs going up next to it, and it sort of followed along quite nicely. I was debating adding a microphone, but I was like, they wouldn't have a microphone at that time, but I was like, for playability, should I add a microphone? It's something that you can add if you did want to add it in here, but I've not added it. I just added the piano, the guitar and the violin and just placed them around on the stage. I can't remember if I placed a rug down here. I might have placed a rug down on here at the end, but I can't remember exactly. What I really wanted to do, which I didn't end up doing, is have like the open roof section where you have balconies going around and you can see down into the main portion. But it meant I wouldn't have a lot of rooms for the in portion if I did that. So I ended up not going with that idea. So it is just all closed roof off. As well, I kept all the rooms pretty basic. I was like, an inn's not going to have much. They don't have like tons of money or anything like that. These are going to be cheap rooms for the people that are traveling around. So yeah, I kept the rooms very, very basic. There is literally a bed in there. There is a cupboard and there is a small bathroom for each place as well. I think I put some like bedside tables in, maybe some artwork in some of them, but yeah, it's really, really stripped back. Oh, I think I did add a rug as well, so there is something that makes it look a little bit nicer. The only room that is slightly different is the one that is in the big round tower, and annoyingly, the way to get up to this tower is you have to go up these stairs, not through the tower, because I didn't want to add ladders in the base of the tower where the tables are. So you would have to go up these stairs, then another set of stairs, and then some ladders onto the roof, and then there's a door into a little section up there that leads into the tower. I know, quite annoying, but you've got a nicer room if you're in there. I put a bit of a fancier bed in that area, as well as a whole sofa in there as well, because it fit in nicely. As always as well, if you have any other ideas that I haven't put into a build, because this save file isn't going up yet, it'll be when I finish Willow Creek. I'm happy to take suggestions if you need me to add anything, you want me to add anything. If I've missed something really important, please let me know and I will hopefully add it if it's something that I can fit in. And if you don't know about this save file already, so this save file currently is just Willow Creek. I haven't uploaded it anywhere yet. Once I've completed Willow Creek, I will be uploading it to Patreon for paid members first, but only for 1 week, so you don't have to pay. It's just because I do have a couple of members on there and I want to give them priority because they don't really get anything at the moment other than a little shout out at the end of my videos. But yeah, then a week later I will put it on for free on my Patreon. And if you don't have Patreon or you're on console, don't worry, I will be uploading each individual house when it goes live for free on Patreon to the gallery. And I'll most probably make a hashtag so it's easier to find them. I don't know what the hashtag is going to be yet. There is a couple of builds already on there that are going to be in this fantasy save files because it's just builds I've done previously that work really well. For example, my pirate ship, my natural pool ruins will be in here as well, but I think they're not going to be in this world, they're in other worlds. I did have somebody ask to show the characters that I'm making. I can't do the ones I've already made, but would you guys want to see me creating the characters and the storyline for these characters as videos also? I can do that if you would like. Currently my characters all only have like one outfit just because I needed them made real quick just to bring them into the lot so I can test things. But I will be going in and adding multiple outfits for each character and giving them a storyline and adding other little details. Also, what should I call this place? I was thinking about calling it the like llama inn and tavern or something along those lines, because there is a little llama as you come in the front door. But if you have any better suggestions, please let me know, because I'd like to name these places when I'm doing the descriptions of each place, and I'm happy for suggestions as always. You can see here I've done pretty basic rooms. There is one room that has a double bed and a single bed in, just because I could just squeeze it in. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze, but it just fits in. And then up here is the fancier room. Round rooms and doors are not my friend. I hate them so much. And then in this little area here, I've done like an ensuite bathroom. So you do have to come out of 2 sets of doors, but it's totally fine. And I was going to place the bed in the center at first, and I was like, no, it's just best up against it so I can fit other things in. And that's when I decided to add a sofa in here. I still feel like it's missing something, but because it's so hard to place stuff around the outside with the room being circle, it's a little bit there. And what I forgot to do on camera, which I like to do on camera because I think it gives it so much detail, is add curtains, but I do that off camera, so there is curtains. So here you can see me add the kitchen, but I do remove this off camera and place a bar back and add the kitchen in down the left hand side instead. But that is pretty much it for this build. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!